Hi, just going to do a quick video on my guitar effects and how I use them. Hope you enjoy it. Right, so here's my guitar, Gilmour-ish Stratocaster. It's a 2006 American Fender Strat, and when I bought it I whipped the pickups out and replaced it with the custom pickups, David Gilmour custom pickups, the SSL5, the 69 and the Fat 50s. Also it's got the little recessed micro toggle switch which allows you to have, well, 7 positions instead of just 5 that you'd sort of get on some, and and some GHS boomers which Gilmour uses. Apart from that, that's about as far as it goes on the Gilmour front. As I say, it's a 2006 Strat. It's the other things I like about this guitar is it's got an LSR roller nut, which I find really good for tuning stability, and also previous guitars that I've had, when I've wanted to put heavier gauge strings on, I found that the nut hasn't been cut. You know, the nut is always specifically cut for a certain gauge of string. You can get away with it, but I just find that the LSR roller nut gives you a little bit more option of changing the gauge of string without having to worry too much. And the other thing that I modded on this guitar, well actually this was done when I bought it, was the lock-in tuners, which again help with tuning stability and also make restringing it really easy. Literally, just, if the camera will focus, you just pull the string through and not even a full turn, just 90 degrees like that, and it does not slip. Because there's less string around the nut, or around the tuner, sorry, there's less chance of the knot, if you like, or the twists slipping. And as you can see, I don't even need to use a string tree, because it doesn't need it, because the strings aren't pulled down so far on the tuner. That's more Jeff Beck, really. If you look at his signature guitar, he hasn't even got this tree on it. So, but I'm not going to take mine off because it will leave a hole in the headstock. So yeah, 2006. It's a lovely guitar. I get on really well with it. I suppose the other little mod that it's been done, the guy who I bought it off had already done it really, is the trem arm has been bent straight, so it's lower. I found with this year the trem wasn't so good in that it was really high, you know, it was unnaturally high, and if you want to play and hold it, it was too high. So that's been bent straight, and I've used a little O-ring. This is a neat little trick here, because it never tightens up where you want it. Little O-ring in there with a couple of plastic washers, and you just keep adding washers until it just nips up and stays where you want it to stay. So yeah, that works really well for me, and it, like I say, it stays in tune really well. So that's the guitar. Move on to my effects. Right, I'm using the Boss ME80. I was going to build a pedal board, but it's just so expensive, and when I tried this in the shop I was pleasantly surprised actually. For a multi-effects pedal you get so many possibilities with different tones, etc. I just thought, yeah, this will do me fine, and it's got a lot of other advantages as well. For one, it plugs straight into your computer, and also you can run your MP3 player or computer, whatever you're using, into the pedal, so your backing track will all come out the same speaker. Not great, admittedly, if you're using a guitar amp, but if you're running it through house speakers, as I am, it sounds fantastic, and it just makes getting your levels easier, I find anyway. So yeah, a great pedal. And the other thing I really like about it is the Tone Central, which it comes with, which basically is a bit of software on your computer, and you can click on the Tone Central there. It gives you all genres, so if you like playing blues, you just click on blues. Pick a guy who's made a load of patches like Gus G. All these patches here that he's created for you, so you don't have to spend hours. You know, if you've only got a few hours to play your guitar and you just want to get some nice sounds quickly without having to mess around doing it yourself, you know, all these professionals have done it for you. and they sound great. And you literally just click on one, that's connected via USB to the Boss pedal, and you're playing his patch. And furthermore, if you like that patch but you want a bit of, I don't know, a bit more delay, you click on the editor, which takes you into here. So you've got all his preferences. This is his patch. So if you don't want T-wah, you can have slow gear. You just click on that, and now it's that same patch, but you've just put slow gear on instead. And you can alter all these preferences either on the computer here, or you can still use the dials on here, and you can see it changing on the computer as you turn the dial up. Really easy to use. I can't get over how quickly I got on with this. It was just a doddle, you know. So yeah, I really like it. Okay, it doesn't sound as great as a valve amp with loads of you know, expensive pedals, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper, and it's really good, I find, for playing at home. So yeah, that's it. The other great thing I thought I'd just mention quickly about this Boss pedal is the fact that it can run off batteries, which is really handy if you're a busker. Not that I am, but I've always thought if I did, this would be brilliant, because you can plug it into this little speaker here, or something similar, which also runs off batteries, and voila, you've got an amped up portable system. You know, all this will fit in a rucksack, and you know, take it anywhere, and it sounds pretty good really. If you look at my video that I did of I did the Time solo by Pink Floyd and On the Turning Away, both of those solos that I did are all coming, everything, the backing track and the guitar is all coming through this little speaker. And you could probably get a better one if you wanted, you know, a slightly bigger one. And yeah, I think that is a really handy feature actually. But what I've done lately is I've moved on from using the little speaker, and I've actually started using my soundbar. Now, that's not a very expensive soundbar, but it's got a little portable input in the back, and again, it literally just plugs straight in to the record out on the back of the ME80. So that's brilliant. So you've got your MP3 or whatever you're using for your backing tracks going into the auxiliary in here, and then record or stroke headphones out there to your speaker or headphones. Brilliant. And yeah, if you look at the Prince tribute solo I did, it's not brilliant, but I just did a quick solo as a tribute to Prince, rest in peace. And yeah, that was done through the soundbar. So if you have a look on there, you can see what that sounds like. Okay, thanks for watching. See you later.